Hey everybody, this is Jay from American Survival. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. And today I'm going to real quick show you our pretty small, somewhat cheap solar panel setup. I'm coming to you live from on top of my roof. Anyways, these two right here are the Harbor Freight 45 watt solar panel kits. There's two separate kits here. Each one of these individual panels is 15 watts a piece. So this set right here is 45 watts, and this set over here is 45 watts. Also, over there in the background, that right there is a little more expensive of a solar panel, and it's 100 watt. So total combined, I've got 190 watts. And that other little one right there, that's for our solar panel light. It's a motion detector, comes on at nighttime. And also, if you look over there, I've got a motion detector light up there with some solar panels, so those help illuminate the woodshed right there if we have to come out at nighttime and get wood. And that one back over there, that little one, that illuminates our stairway coming up to the house. But anyways, I would recommend, if you're not too familiar with solar panels and how they work, these Harbor Freight solar panel kits are actually pretty inexpensive. I'm thinking these are about $150 set. They came with a charge controller, the frame, and 3 panels. I'm thinking these 3 panel sets are pretty much obsolete. Now they're leaning more towards selling the 4 25 watt panels, which is a 100 watt solar panel set. I'm thinking the price range is about $180, whatnot. These do not come with batteries, so I have a battery for each one of these sets. So you will have to buy those individually. These do come with all the wires and everything you need to hook them up. So for inexperienced people, if you want to start out with something, I would recommend dabbling with these type of solar panel setups, just to kind of get the feel for it and learn what you can power. Realistically, one of these sets, it's just 45 watts. You pretty much power, if you got LED lights, you can pretty much power your lights all night long and not kill your battery. A lot of people have misconceptions, thinking that just because you got one of these sets, you can run a microwave or a refrigerator or stuff like that. These are not powerful enough to be able to run that type of setup. Once you learn with these, I would recommend upgrading to a little better version of a solar panel like that right there. The difference between that one right there, that one charges pretty much only in direct sunlight. It doesn't charge very good on cloudy days, whereas these still charge even though it's a cloudy day. So sunlight, or as long as it's daylight, these are charging. But these two sets combined are only 90 watts, so that's 6 panels versus one panel of that, which is 100 watts. So, and our total combined 190 watts, pretty much, realistically speaking. It runs all our lighting in our house, LED lighting. We can use them pretty much as we want. We've got 2 batteries, and we watch a DVD player and, you know, TV, stuff like that. For about the system that we have for the 190 watts, that's pushing it. Because any more of a draw than that, even though these are charging the batteries back, you're drawing so much from the batteries. You gotta realize that you need a big battery bank if you plan on drawing a lot of juice from it. But if you draw a lot of juice from a big battery bank, you also have to have enough wattage of solar panels to be able to push the juice back into the batteries. So let me climb down from here, and I'll show you our quick little setup on the our battery box. This is a close-up shot of our 100-watt solar panel, and that's our little small solar panel for our stair lights at nighttime, motion detector. But once you've experimented a little bit with the Harbor Freight solar panels, I'm not saying that you have to get the Harbor Freight solar panels. I'm just saying that it's a pretty good starter kit to kind of get used to, like, the wiring and how everything pretty much works, and gives you a feel for the amount of wattage versus what you can actually be able to run on it. But eventually I'd like to get more of these types of panels, because they take up a lot less space, plus they put out a lot more wattage. So I think eventually these are what we need to graduate to. So hopefully later on down the road we'll be able to do some more upgrades to our solar system, and we'll be able to implement more of these type of panels. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking the Harbor Freight panels, because I do like the idea that they charge even in cloudy conditions, whereas these pretty much have to have full sun. So, and this just this one panel by itself, we get sun. I don't even have to have a battery hooked up. I can just run. I could plug in a laptop and charge my laptop just off of this one panel, and have it come wired in from the charge controller. So, alright, let me get off the roof and I'll catch up with you on the downside. Okay, this is my battery box that I built underneath the house. I need to redo the plastic on it. Cat's been up there laying down, but built it on hinges, and I can just hook it up right there. These are the controllers that come with the Harbor Freight solar panel kit, and so each one of these is hooked to 45 watts worth of panels, charging into the battery bank. And this is the solar charge controller for our 100-watt panel, showing its green light over there is showing it's charging, but that red light is telling me that my my battery is my battery bank is showing low voltage. And yes, it's a cluster of wires, and I understand these. We're having a little bit of problems of power shortage right now, but these batteries, if you're familiar with my channel and you've been with my channel for a long time now, if not, feel free to scroll back through some of my older videos, my off-grid camper. These are actually the same batteries that I bought when I started dabbling in solar panel and how to understand it and how to wire it and what I can run and what I couldn't run. But these batteries are actually very old, but I think I bought these are like 7-8 years ago. So I've been using these every day, for 7-8 years, which is pretty wild. It's a pretty good while. So anyways, eventually I'd like to replace these batteries. Well, I'm going to need to replace these batteries soon. And these are just Deep Cycle Marine batteries that you can pick up at an auto parts store. Initially I had bought one battery for each charge controller and each set of solar panels. But you could do one battery and have two sets hooked up charging the battery, as long as you don't wire them together and you make sure that the terminals are in the correct placement. So, but this is pretty simple setup. This right here is an outlet that I have in the house, plugging in 12-volt cigarette lighter adapters and stuff, and the big clip-on right here and here. Those I actually have wired to a breaker box in the house, so I can manually, inside the house, cut the power off and kill all power inside the house if I need to for maintenance purposes, or I need to work a little bit on wiring or whatever. I can kill it there, but in an emergency I've got these heavy duty clips, so I can just physically come out here and unclip it all together. I can just completely disconnect the house from my battery bank. So that's it. That's our pretty simple solar panel setup. Like I said, we run our lights all night long, LED lighting, run DVD players, we charge our phones, we charge Bluetooth speakers, we charge our battery boxes and stuff, little small battery boxes for our phones and all our 12-volt, little odd and end appliances. Much more than that, this is way too small of a system to be running like refrigerators and microwaves or whatnot. So, but I'd like to thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hopefully this will give you some sort of idea of a small setup and some things that you can run, you can't run. And till next time, y'all take care, be safe, and God bless. Thanks for watching.